Hello everybody, my name is Yasmin Guadalupe and today I will be reviewing the ArtNFly 48 Colors marker set. This review is not a paid or sponsored video, so I will be covering the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like I said, this is the ArtNFly marker set, which includes 48 professional markers. It looks like the company provided an extra WG 0.5 marker with the intent that you see the difference in marker tips they provide, since the extra one showcases their brush tip versus the rest of the markers in the set, which are a classic hard nib. And I personally prefer the hard nib versus the brush tip. This is a pretty new company, so I'm thinking they're going to get some stuff figured out based on reviews and hopefully fix and better some of the specifics in their markers. One of the things I noticed right away is that unlike other brand markers I have used, is that they're not as true as they can be when it comes to pigmentation matching the cap color. For example, take this skin color I am using. This is actually not a quote-unquote skin color, it's supposed to be a gray color. Or at least that's what I'm led to believe. The outside of the marker looks gray and it has the letters WG on it, which I can only assume means white gray since it's a light gray color. So you can see how the color of the cap compared to the ink is a complete mislead. That didn't only happen with this color, but obviously with a lot more of the colors in the set as well. Which is why I'm glad I created the color chart. When it comes to color families, there should be enough lights versus darks of each color. However, it seemed they provided too many light tones which looked way too alike, and too many dark shades which looked too alike as well. So it seemed like I was working with a super light color with nothing to help in between and then jumping to a super dark color. For example, baby blue to navy blue, and bubblegum blue to dodger blue. The tones and the shades were too different from each other, so I couldn't use the previous four I mentioned even if I wanted to. Once I tried using the color blender, I realized it works in the same way the Copic blender does, but more of a fade to transparent blender tool. So I used it to create the lighter color you find on the inside of your jeans when you roll them up. The markers don't blend well at all, With most marker companies, you should be able to use the blender marker to blend your colors, which is the best way to go with Prismacolor markers, or go back and forth with the colors if you're using Copics. It seemed like the more I try to blend, the more the colors separated or simply seemed like they created a layer of their own. Who knows, maybe there's a way to blend them better that I don't know about, but I would think one of the two ways I mentioned should have worked just fine. But that didn't seem to work with these. With any color you use, if you want to get the truest color of its pigment, you have to make sure to go over your area more than once. Overall, I think this is a good product, especially if you're starting out, but it does have some flaws that need improvement. My biggest pet peeve is that the caps need to match the pigmentation. Otherwise, the company is trying to sell something that you're not really going to get. I don't think that's what they're trying to do, at least I hope it isn't, but that is my biggest problem with these markers, and I would really hope they work in that department. When it comes to the colors, I really like how pigmented they are, but I don't like that the colors you get in the set for each of the color families are too alike or too different. I didn't think there was a good enough transition from light to dark. And lastly, you cannot beat the price. That's probably the best part about these markers. If you feel one certain marker didn't work for you in regards to the color, buy another one. These are considerably cheap compared to Prismacolor and Copic. This set of 48 markers costs $54.99 compared to Copic's 12-piece set, which is a whopping $57.49 when comparing prices. Alright everybody, that's all for this video. If you have used these markers, let me know down in the comments what you think, as well as share this video with an artsy friend. Subscribe if you like this video and would like to keep up with my art, and giving it a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching. Bye now!